All right, Bengals, Eagles, two teams who it seems like people cannot stop talking about their quarterbacks right now. Two different reasons though. Carson Wentz struggling and, Joe Burrow being the rookie coming in and playing phenomenal right now. But we're going to, skip the QB talk for now, and we're going to talk about the Bengals defense and how key they're going to be in this game, because I think they need to stay disciplined. This is a team that really struggled to stop the run last week, but it was against, Bengals fans, hear us out here. You know what? It's not as bad as it looked. Okay, it looked pretty bad, but it might not be as bad in the future, because Nick Chubb is, again, arguably one of, if not the best guys in the league when it comes to running through contact, getting yards after contact. Kareem Hunt does a fantastic job of it as well. And that was the big problem with this Bengals defense last week. Even if they was getting tackle for loss, even though they was getting stuffs, Chubb would shrug them off, run for another 5, 6, 7 yards, and it was embarrassing him. Just completely embarrassing him. Now we go to the Philadelphia Eagles. Miles Sanders, very good running back. Very good running back. The Eagles are, high expectations for this guy. Can't sleep on him, but he's a different style of running back. I think he's not as much of a run through contact and carry you guys forward as much as he is a guy that'll dance behind the line of scrimmage, wait for a hole to open up. He's a little bit more patient, and he'll beat you that way. And he's more of a shifty guy, a guy they're going to use out of the backfield a lot more in a passing game. Maybe a little Le'Veon Bell-esque in that manner, if you will, there. But it's definitely a little different run game we're going to see this week than they've seen last week. And it's going to be important after the way they play to make sure they stay disciplined, as mentioned, because you don't want to see these guys overcommitting, over pursuing, trying to, sniff out that run ahead of time, and then just to find Sanders sneak out the other side for, gash him for a big run here. That's going to be important. That's going to be important. You don't want that if you're the Bengals, and you want to force Carson Wentz to throw this football. Wentz, who has been seemingly under fire for Philly for a while now, whether performance-wise or they're concerned about him being able to stay healthy for this team, whatever it is. You force this guy to throw the football, though, and he'll make some errant throws. He's got a couple turnovers in a couple straight games now for these Philadelphia Eagles, and he's a big reason why they haven't been winning some of these games. And again, something Carson Wentz is most definitely going to have to clean up if they want to win this game. And even more so, something we don't hear a lot about, and it's probably not helping the cause here. It seems to, run together. It seems to always run together. A quarterback struggling, team struggling. The drop passes. They struggled last year with drop passes. We've seen a couple of them in this Rams game last week, not helping out Carson Wentz either there. And, you almost wonder if that, collides together there. We'll get it out. Collides together there, where it's like, oh, he starts, not only is Wentz struggling, then his guys drop a ball or two. You got that internal frustration, that concern, maybe the second guessing of yourself. You make bad decisions. It can all kind of come together there. And that stuff is something the Bengals need to thrive on, and the Eagles need to completely try to avoid here, because if the turnover game happens again and he does that against Joe Burrow, I think it's going to be a very long day for these Philadelphia Eagles. Burrow, who, hey, same script, new week for this Bengals team. He needs to be protected, and he can't keep taking these hits from opposing defensive lines. And you can bet your dollar Barnett, Cox, two guys who do a very good job of getting to the quarterback, are going to be two forces to be reckoned with once again this week. The Bengals need to find a way to contain these guys. They need to desperately find a way to contain these guys. At the very least, to just try not to let Burrow get hit as much. This is a guy that clearly 2 weeks in, the pressure hasn't hurt him, but it's hurt him, right? You don't want your quarterback to completely kick shot after shot after shot after shot, but he has stayed composed. He has continued to play well. The one thing we can say, though, when they do pressure him, you see Joe Burrow do, and the Eagles are going to have to capitalize on this as well, is he tries to do, extend the play, make something out of it. Something out of worked in college is the way I always like to think of it. He makes one of those plays, a little flick, little spin move in the backfield trying to evade a defender, and it has a chance to turn the ball over. A couple weeks in a row now, he's made some very risky, tosses, flips, plays there that, he'll clean up in the long run. But right now, if you can continue to put pressure on this guy, it's very possible he gives you one of those again this week. Something the Eagles are going to need, I think. You're going to need an interception and turnover from this Bengals team, because I think Joe Burrow's got the ability to go up and down the field on this team, or this team's defense. Let's not forget, this is a guy that looked very good versus the Browns. The Browns defense played pretty well, and he looked very good against the LA Chargers in the second half in the week 1. The LA Chargers that really did a really good job of containing Patrick Mahomes last week. keep that in mind. This guy's been playing some solid defenses. I think Burrow takes this team up and down the field again pretty easily this game, and the best way to neutralize that would be some points off of turnovers if you're the Eagles, especially considering the Eagles were gashed last week, 191 yards on the ground, and it's two teams struggling to stop the run. And I can't believe I'm saying this as a Bengals fan and it's week 3, but this has shootout written all over it. Two teams that can't stop the run game. A lot of third and shorts, a lot of second and shorts could be surmounting here. And it's really going to come down to, can Carson Wentz, stay composed, not cause that bad turnover? Can Joe Burrow go out there, not throw that bad interception, not, fumble the football, make sure he's got that pocket presence, being aware there, and not lose the ball or make a silly play there? That's going to go on both ends. That's going to go on both ends. We've seen both teams drop some passes last week. They were 0-2 for a reason. It's been team efforts, I would say, here on both sides of the ball here on reasons they have lost games. But I think it's both teams going in here. They still feel good about the chances for this season. They want to go in and, they still have some confidence in here. It's not out the window. You want to see Carson Wentz play better. You want to see Joe Burrow continue to grow and improve here. You got a Bengals defensive line that is really, it's struggled to get to the quarterback, to say the least, all season. That could help Wentz out this season. Got us, sacked 8 times week 1. Could really help him out if he's going back there, has some time to throw the football. It just has the recipe for a game that could be a shootout between these two teams. Third time's a charm though, right? Third time's a charm. We're saying Bengals 34, Eagles 23 in a big first win for Joe Burrow and a demoralizing L for the Eagles. That's our thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.